The Young and the Restless spoilers for the week beginning Monday, February 17, is going to be one that you won't want to miss at all. Keep reading below for everything you need to know. The Young and the Restless spoilers for the week beginning Monday, February 17. According to the latest edition of Soap Opera Digest, all of the action kicks off during the Monday, February 17 episode when Victor and Lily call a truce. But whether or not it's going to be a truce that lasts remains to be seen. That same day, Audra makes a pact with Holden while Diane takes matters into her own hands. Let's see where it's going to lead to. Moving along for the Tuesday, February 18 episode, Daniel gives Summer the third degree while Jack and Diane make a big move. Also, Nikki is going to work to keep the peace between Victor and Jack. By midweek and for the Wednesday, February 19 episode, Michael shares a secret with Lauren while Summer makes a tough decision about Kyle. For the Thursday, February 20 episode, Audra is going to be pressing Holden for the information that she needs, while Sally is going to be both there by Billy and the bond that he has with Phyllis. But then again, they've got some history there, right? The Young and the Restless spoilers, what's next in Genoa City? And ending the week for the Friday, February 21 episode, Damien surprises Nate and Amy. Also, Victor is going to use his resources to help Lily while Kyle tests Claire's loyalty. Also, Nate is going to vow to protect Amy. This is going to be a week that you are not going to want to miss at all. It goes without saying that Y&R fans will simply have to tune in to find out what will happen next. The Young and the Restless airs weekdays on the CBS network. Check your local listings for times. In the meantime, let us know what you think by leaving us a line with your thoughts in our comments section below. Also, don't forget to come back right here for all the latest news and updates on your favorite celebrities, along with the latest spoilers from The Bold and the Beautiful, The Young and the Restless, General Hospital, and Days of Our Lives. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Pulse Canvas. It's me, Julie here. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Keep watching, so let's dive into today's video. The Young and the Restless spoilers document that Kyle Abbott's return to Jabot and reconciliation with his parents implies a long-term or permanent stay at Jabot. He's also in the early stages of falling in love with Claire Newman, who is restarting at Newman Enterprises. Perhaps Kyle's most significant relationship wasn't Summer Newman. Instead, it was Tara Locke because they had a child together. However, Tara is in jail, and Summer's step-up when adopting Kyle's son was an infinite gesture of love. Kyle had a fling with Tara, but they had never fallen in love. Kyle and Summer were an item for years until they married under her pressured circumstances. The second marriage was genuine and should have endured. Rush to judgment broke a good marriage. Let's be honest. Kyle was a fool to divorce Summer because she withheld information about her mother from him. As viewers recall, Summer was put into a soapy box when her mother reappeared. Phyllis Summer's faked death was entrusted to Summer, who felt she couldn't let Kyle know. Soap fans knew that thin excuse had been created so that Kyle and Summer could be written apart. It wasn't entirely believable then, with that initial assessment remaining solid. Harrison Abbott's interest remains key. Summer loves Harrison Abbott unequivocally. He knows that and rarely talks about Tara anymore. Much time has passed in reality, including in Genoa City, Wisconsin. So the days of Harrison being connected to Tara and Ashlyn Locke are long over. Claire's bond with Harrison was typical daytime fare. They were kidnapped by Claire's demented great-aunt, Jordan Howard. The death by poison event erased Jordan as a threat but reminded fans that Claire and Harrison's link began during the origin of that storyline. Summer recognizes that her son is very fond of Claire, which helps promote Kyle's connection with Aaron's character. Harrison cares about Summer and Claire individually, with no drama. That's a significant plus working in Claire's favor. Jabot always needs good people. Claire is thrilled to be back working for her grandmother, Nikki Newman. This workplace reboot is just starting and includes the freshness of them working to restore Chancellor rather than being at Newman Media. Yet, Victor Newman's need to interfere in the lives of his family is as healthy as ever. That could mean Claire feels she eventually needs to leave Chancellor. The dinner Claire is pushing for, which includes Victor, Nikki, and Kyle, will be telling. Kyle's handling of it won't be as crucial as Claire's impression and experiences with her grandfather going forward. Seeing Claire eventually lured to Jabba by Kyle, Jack Abbott, and Diane Abbott is no stretch. It would also make for good drama in GC. This site is a leading source for everything linked to The Young and the Restless. Check back regularly for Y and R spoilers and news. The Young and the Restless spoilers reveal that Billy Abbott will get updates on Victor Newman's offer to Jill Abbott and fume when he learns she's actually considering it. Jill will have to admit that Victor's willing to pay far more than Abbott Chancellor is worth, so that'll be a major selling point. Of course, Billy will argue that this is about more than just money. It's about preserving Jill's legacy and leaving one for his own children. Although Jabot and Newman Enterprises are career path options for Johnny Abbott and Katie Abbott someday, Billy wanted Abbott Chancellor to be an option as well. That's why Billy was trying to fulfill Jill's demands and get his act together before her deadline. Even after firing Phyllis Summers and restoring his partnership with Laylee Winters, it won't be enough to save Billy's job. Jill's going to make this sale despite Billy's disapproval, since she'll feel comfortable leaving her own legacy, as well as Catherine Chancellor's, in Nikki Newman's hands. Billy will no doubt blow his top, and could eventually vow revenge on Victor for setting all this in motion. This deal will be a huge mistake as far as Billy's concerned, since he doesn't trust Victor one bit. My and our fans can expect Billy and Victoria Newman to do some clashing during Abby Newman Abbott and David Hamilton Winters' marriage festivities. Victoria may try to talk Billy out of whatever retaliation he might be planning, for the kids' sake if nothing else. However, Billy will be hopping mad and may not be deterred from any vengeful plans following Jill's news. We could see Billy spin out with a sinister downward spiral, but that could hurt him more than it hurts Victor in the end. Sally Spectra may have to step up and save Billy from himself, so we'll bring you predictions on what she might do if Billy goes off the rails. The Young and the Restless spoilers say Billy has some business curveballs ahead, but maybe Sally can get him to focus on something more positive, like their budding romance. It's where you want to be for great Young and the Restless spoilers, predictions, updates, and news, so make us your go-to Y and R source. The tension in Genoa City reaches a boiling point as Adam Newman and Billy Abbott's long-standing rivalry erupts into a shocking physical confrontation, all because of Sally Spectra. What starts as a heated exchange quickly spirals out of control, leading to an intense public brawl that leaves both men bruised and bloodied, and Sally caught in the emotional wreckage. The chaos unfolds when Billy stumbles upon Adam and Sally locked in a serious conversation. Sally appears desperate to explain something to Adam, but his steely expression suggests anger rather than understanding. Suspicious as ever of Adam's motives, Billy doesn't hesitate to step in, demanding that Adam stay away from Sally. However, Adam, never one to back down, responds with a smirk and a biting remark that only fuels Billy's fury. The hostility escalates rapidly, and in a split second, Billy lunges at Adam, pushing him backward. The two men then engage in a brutal fistfight, exchanging blows and hurling insults while onlookers watch in shock. It takes several people to break them apart, but the damage, both physical and emotional, has already been done. Sally is left horrified by the spectacle. She always knew that Adam and Billy had an intense dislike for each other, but never in her wildest dreams did she imagine herself being the cause of such a public showdown. Once she had loved Adam, but she had chosen to move forward with Billy. Now, she fears that this fight might have shattered everything she had been trying to build. Her worst fears are confirmed when Billy, still seething and humiliated, looks at her with utter disappointment. His voice laced with frustration, he tells her, "I can't keep living in Adam's shadow. If he's still in your life, then there's no place for me." The words strike Sally like a dagger to the heart. She pleads with him, insisting that Adam is a part of her past and nothing more. But Billy has made up his mind. His pride won't allow him to be second to Adam in Sally's life. With a heavy heart, Billy turns and walks away, leaving Sally stunned and heartbroken. Despite her attempts to reason with him later, Billy refuses to reconsider. "I love you, Sally, but I can't live with the fear that Adam will always be lurking in the background," he says, delivering the final blow to their relationship. From a distance, Adam watches it all unfold, a faint smile playing on his lips. Was this his plan all along, to destroy Sally's relationship with Billy, or does he still hold feelings for her, waiting for the right moment to reclaim her heart? Now, Sally faces an uncertain future. Will she try to mend things with Billy, or will Adam's lingering presence pull her back into his orbit? And what about Billy? Will he regret his impulsive decision and try to win her back? One thing is certain, the drama in Genoa City is far from over. Stay tuned for the next explosive chapter of The Young and the Restless. Phyllis Summers and Billy Abbott's romance once sizzled with passion, but now, it's clear their chemistry is nothing more than a distant memory. Once a scandalous affair that rocked Genoa City, their relationship has become stale, lacking the intensity that made them such a captivating couple. The Young and the Restless fans might recall how Phyllis, then portrayed by Gina Tognoni, embarked on a fiery affair with Billy while married to Jack Abbott. That passionate, forbidden love affair set the stage for a dramatic love story, but times have changed. Now, with Michelle Stafford playing Phyllis and Jason Thompson as Billy, the spark between them seems to have vanished. Though both actors deliver compelling performances, their on-screen connection fails to reignite the same fervor that once defined Billy and Phyllis. The Valentine's Day moments they shared felt forced, and the love triangle with Sally Spectra lacked the heat needed to make it truly engaging. As a result, Phyllis may once again find herself chasing after a man who doesn't truly want her, something that has become an unfortunate pattern in her love life. Phyllis' history of unreciprocated love is long and painful. She once relentlessly pursued Danny Romalotti, but he ultimately chose Christine Blair over her. Time and again, Phyllis has poured her heart into relationships only to be left heartbroken and humiliated. Is history repeating itself with Billy? Billy, for his part, seems more focused on his business endeavors and his entanglements with Chelsea Lawson and Lily Winters. Phyllis, despite her persistence, appears to be little more than a past chapter in his book, rather than an integral part of his present. As she watches him share effortless chemistry with Chelsea, she can't help but reflect on how different things are now. For months, Phyllis convinced herself that rekindling her romance with Billy was possible. But the truth is undeniable. The fire has gone out. Their conversations lack depth, their touches no longer ignite passion, and their once heated arguments now feel like empty exchanges between old friends. Phyllis has always been a woman who adapts to her circumstances, and this time is no different. Realizing that she is once again caught in a cycle of unrequited love, she makes a decision. It's time to stop chasing Billy. Instead of desperately clinging to a past that no longer serves her, Phyllis shifts her focus to the future, one where she is the prize rather than the pursuer. And just as she makes this decision, an intriguing new possibility presents itself. Across the room, she spots Jeremy Stark, a man whose presence exudes mystery and danger. He catches her gaze, smirks, and suddenly, a new path seems to unfold before her. Could he be the unexpected twist in her romantic saga? Meanwhile, the drama in Genoa City continues to escalate. Elsewhere, Audra Charles and Holden McGregor's clandestine past threatens to unravel, while Victor Newman presents Lily Winters with shocking evidence that could change everything. As secrets simmer and alliances shift, one thing is clear: nothing stays buried for long in Genoa City. Phyllis may have closed the chapter on Billy, but her story is far from over. In a world where power, betrayal, and romance collide, she is ready to take control of her narrative once more. Stay tuned as The Young and the Restless delivers more twists and turns in Phyllis' love life. Will she find the kind of romance she truly deserves, or will she once again find herself entangled in heartbreak? One thing's for sure, she's not going down without a fight. The Young and the Restless spoilers reveals that Audra Charles and Holden Novak's secret connection will come to light while Billy Abbott sneaks out on Sally Spectra. In Paris, Billy will finally call Phyllis Summers back and ask what's so urgent. Phyllis will give Billy updates on Daniel Romalotti Jr. officially joining their team, but Billy will point out that could have waited until after his trip. After Billy cuts the call short, Nick Newman will pop up and sense that Phyllis is upset about something. Phyllis will admit she's frustrated with Billy, but she'll ultimately suggest there's good news to celebrate regarding Daniel's new job. Once Phyllis spills the details of Billy's media venture, she'll assure Nick that Billy isn't going after Newman revenge. Since Billy typically only cares about himself, Nick will still seem concerned about Billy's agenda. Back in Paris on Thursday's I&R episode, Billy will sneak out of bed once Sally's asleep. Once Billy's in the other room, he'll make a phone call to confirm that funding and staffing have been taken care of. Billy will deliver some instructions to the person on the other end of the line, and will seemingly still have payback on his mind. After Billy tells this person to do a deep dive on Chancellor, he'll want to know everything that's happened there since Nikki Newman took over. At Crimson Lights, Holden will give Damian Kane a nudge to just leave all this drama behind and go back to Los Angeles. Damian will decide Holden is right, so he'll vow to pack up at the hotel and grab them some food before they leave town. At Nate Hastings' place, he'll talk to Devin Winters and Lily Winters about meeting the real Damian after all the imposter chaos. Although Nate will defend Damian a bit, Lily and Devin will think the whole thing was sketchy. Devin and Lily will get why Nate would want to make excuses for his new half-brother, but Nate will admit he's actually having a hard time processing the fact that they're related. Since Damian was so cold to Amy Lewis, that'll tick Nate off. Lily and Devin will realize Nate's formed a strong bond with Amy, so he'll admit that's true. Nate will point out how he's seen a very caring side of Audra now that she's bonded with Amy too. Although Nate will remain determined to help Amy, Devin and Lily will think he needs to be careful when it comes to Damian. Later, Damian will be picking up some takeout at Society when he literally bumps into Lily and apologizes. Lily will smile and urge Damian to be more careful next time before she steps toward the bar. As Damian gazes in Lily's direction, he'll seem like he's become instantly attracted to her. Back at the coffee house, Audra will cross paths with Holden, so they'll finally have a moment alone to address their secret past. Holden will point out that he knows Audra quite well and will suggest he thought she was a friend. However, Audra will argue that Holden shouldn't make their brief time in Lay more than it was. Holden will contend that Audra owes him big time since he helped her out of a jam with her boss. Although Holden will ask about Tucker McCall, Audra will insist she's done with him and that she's a different person now. Audra will just want to focus on Nate and the new life she's built in Genoa City, so Holden will be on the same page about keeping the past buried. Holden will suggest it's Audra's lucky day since he'll be planning on leaving town with Damian. The Young and the Restless spoilers say Damian and Holden's change of plans will cause problems for Audra, so stick with us for more predictions on the drama headed her way. It's the place to be for sizzling Young and the Restless spoilers, predictions, updates, and news, so make us your favorite Y and our hotspot. tragedy has struck Genoa City as the legendary Victor Newman has passed away, leaving family and friends devastated. The patriarch of the Newman family was in the midst of a complicated situation involving Summer Newman, Claire Grace, and Kyle Abbott when his unexpected demise took place. Earlier in the day, Summer, played by Allison Lanier, decided to visit her grandfather to check on his recovery from a recent gunshot wound. Her timing was impeccable as she walked in on a tense conversation between Claire Newman and Victor. The mustache was adamant in his warnings, urging Claire to stay away from Kyle, which added further tension to the already strained relationships within the Newman and Abbott families. Shortly after Claire left the room, Summer and Victor shared a heartfelt moment, reflecting on their family and the complexities of love. Victor, in an uncharacteristic move, almost encouraged Summer to consider a reunion with Kyle. This sudden shift in attitude left Summer puzzled. Was Victor truly supportive of a rekindled relationship, or was he strategically pushing her in Kyle's direction to keep Claire at bay? Meanwhile, Kyle had plans with Claire, but was forced to break them when his son, Harrison Abbott, requested Summer stay for dinner. The decision seemed to align with Victor's stance, reinforcing the notion that perhaps he believed Summer and Kyle were meant to be together. But before anyone could fully understand Victor's true intentions, tragedy struck. In an unforeseen and heartbreaking turn of events, Victor's health took a sudden decline. Despite his strength and resilience, the Newman patriarch succumbed, leaving a legacy that will forever impact those closest to him. His death will undoubtedly send shockwaves through Genoa City, leaving the Newman family fractured and vulnerable. Now, as the family mourns the loss of its most powerful figure, questions remain. Did Victor foresee a danger looming over Claire? Was his hesitation about her relationship with Kyle a sign of something more sinister? And how will his passing reshape the power dynamics in the Newman empire? The Young and the Restless spoilers reveal shocking twists as Victor Newman embarks on a secret investigation into Damien's background. Suspicions rise as Victor wonders if Damien could be the long-lost son of Jack Abbott, which would shake both the Abbott and Newman families to their core. As Victor delves deeper, he uncovers strange coincidences linking Damien to Jack's family secrets, raising the possibility that Jack may have been unknowingly separated from his son for years. The discovery of Damien's potential identity will have massive repercussions. Not only will it create turmoil within the Abbott family, but it will also fuel the ongoing rivalry between Jack and Victor, which is about more than just business. There are deeply personal stakes involved. The tension is especially high for Jack, who has struggled with past losses and now faces the possibility of accepting a son he never knew he had. Can Jack embrace Damien as part of his family, or will the years of absence leave him bitter and feeling betrayed? Meanwhile, Victor, with his calculated nature, uses the investigation to his advantage. He plans revenge against Jack and the Abbott family, knowing that any opportunity for power is crucial in the ongoing feud. To carry out his plan, he enlists the help of his loyal associate, Michael, though Michael is worried about the risks involved. Victor is determined to make Jack pay for past grievances, not just professionally, but personally as well. Nikki Newman, Victor's wife, finds herself caught in the middle, trying to maintain peace as tensions between the two families escalate. She understands the gravity of the situation and fears for the stability of the family. As secrets about Damien surface, Nikki will face her own challenges in preventing a full-scale war between Jack and Victor, which could threaten everything they have built. In another subplot, Audra and Holden have their own secret meeting that adds to the intrigue. Audra, with her ambitious goals, seeks to use her relationship with Holden to climb the power ladder in Genoa City. However, her intentions remain unclear, and the mystery behind this meeting could change the course of the ongoing battle between the characters. As the drama unfolds, the stakes continue to rise. The possibility that Damien is Jack's son has the potential to destroy both families, and Victor's relentless investigation could expose even darker secrets. The Abbott and Newman families are on a collision course, with power, betrayal, and family secrets at the heart of the conflict. With relationships tested and secrets lurking at every corner, The Young and the Restless keeps viewers on the edge of their seats, promising shocking developments and dramatic confrontations in the coming episodes. The world of The Young and the Restless will never be the same again. In a stunning announcement that has left fans reeling, Braden, the legendary actor behind the iconic Victor Newman, has confirmed his retirement from the soap opera. After more than 4 decades of power struggles, ruthless business deals, and unforgettable drama, Genoa City's most formidable titan is preparing to take his final bow. But what does this mean for the show? And how will Lai and R handle the exit of one of the most influential characters in daytime television history? Let's break it all down. A legacy like no other. For over 40 years, Braden has embodied Victor Newman, turning him into one of the most feared, respected, and controversial characters in soap opera history. With his signature steely glare, commanding presence, and the unforgettable phrase, "You got that?" Victor has been at the center of some of Y&R's most explosive storylines. From his fiery romance with Nikki Newman to his bitter rivalries with Jack Abbott, Victor's influence on Genoa City has been unparalleled. His business empire, Newman Enterprises, has withstood countless betrayals, power plays, and even presumed deaths. But now the question remains, who will take the reins once Victor steps away? Why is Braden retiring? Braden, now in his 80s, has been open about his journey in recent years. After battling health challenges, including his courageous fight against cancer, the veteran actor has expressed a desire to step back and focus on his personal life. In a heartfelt statement, Braden shared, "It has been an incredible journey, one I never could have imagined. But all good things must come to an end. I will always cherish my time as Victor Newman and the love from the fans who have supported me throughout the years." Fans immediately took to social media to express their shock and sadness, with many calling this the end of an era. How will Lai and R say goodbye to Victor? With a character as legendary as Victor Newman, his exit must be nothing short of spectacular. Will he go out in a blaze of glory, caught in one final corporate war? Could there be a tragic twist, perhaps an assassination attempt or a shocking betrayal from within the Newman family? One thing is certain, I&R writers have a massive challenge ahead. Victor is not just another character, he is the backbone of the show. Losing him will send shockwaves through Genoa City, and fans will demand a farewell worthy of his legacy. Speculation is already running wild. Will Victor fake his own death one last time? Could he leave the company to Adam, Nick, or even Victoria? Or will he choose to spend his final days quietly with Nikki, reflecting on the empire he built? What's next for Y&R? Victor's departure will undoubtedly reshape The Young and the Restless forever. His absence leaves a power vacuum at Newman Enterprises, setting the stage for a ruthless battle among his children. Will Victoria finally take full control, or will Adam use this moment to reclaim his birthright? Jack Abbott, Victor's longtime nemesis, may also see an opportunity to strike, igniting a new round of corporate warfare. Meanwhile, Nikki, Sharon, and the rest of Genoa City's elite will have to adjust to life without the man who, for better or worse, shaped their destinies. The end of an era, but the legend lives on. Braden's retirement marks a turning point for The Young and the Restless, but his legacy as Victor Newman will live on. Fans who have watched him dominate Genoa City for decades will never forget the ruthless businessman, devoted family man, and undeniable force of nature that he brought to life. As we prepare for Victor's final chapter, one thing is clear, Y&R will never be the same. But the question remains, will Victor leave on his own terms, or will his enemies finally get the upper hand? Victor Newman, the wealthy Genoa City tycoon, has always been a man of incredible power and influence. However, with his troubled relationships and controversial past, he can't always keep everything under control. When dangerous secrets start to surface, things can change in an instant. While everyone thinks the mustache is after someone like Jack Abbott, a sworn enemy of the Newman family, there's actually someone else Victor may be hunting, someone who could turn not only his business, but the lives of those around him upside down. Incriminating evidence uncovered. Victor is never one to be short on information, and he knows how to exploit the smallest details to his advantage. That's why when strange evidence of a crime begins to appear, Victor cannot ignore it. These may be traces of an unlikely villain, but with his sharp intellect, Victor easily realizes that someone is trying to push things to a dead end. While many believe that Victor's target has always been Jack Abbott, the reality may not be so simple. Jack may be a longtime rival of Victor's, but this time, it may be another character who is giving Victor a headache. The person Victor is targeting may not be the person you think, but his deception may have more serious consequences than anyone could imagine. Lily Newman and the Special Mission. While Victor is quietly investigating the dark secrets of a certain villain, Lily Newman, Victor's daughter and one of the influential people in the family, has her own request for him. Lily wants Victor to help her with a special mission, but unlike previous times, this time she doesn't want any questions asked. She asks Victor to help her find someone, and everything will be resolved without any interference from him. Once instructed, Lily quickly gives the name of Damon Kane, a character unfamiliar to many but who plays an extremely important role in the story. Damon is not only a person with connections to the powerful people in Genoa City's upper class, but he also carries secrets that can change the future of many people if left unchecked. Lily knows clearly that Damon is the one who can help her solve the complicated problems she is facing, but she cannot let him do as he pleases. The secrets of Damon Kane. With a strange name like Damon Kane, it is understandable that others do not know much about him. However, with his extensive connections and ability to get information from anyone, Victor knows that it won't be difficult to find out about Damon. The boss of the Newman family has enough connections to access information about this man, and that could put Damon in a storm that can't be stopped. Damon Kane is not just a stranger, he is also a complex character. Behind his cold and calculating exterior, Damon carries secrets that, if exposed, could destroy the peace of many families in Genoa City. One of those secrets could be related to his past, a past that he tries to hide so as not to face the consequences of his wrong decisions. Therefore, Victor, with his vision and ability, will not stop until all of Damon's secrets are revealed. This would not only help him uncover the truth, but could also be a way for Victor to consolidate his power and protect the Newman family from outside threats. A decisive plan. With Lily's help, Victor embarks on an unstoppable plan. He will monitor Damon Kane to see if his suspicions about him are true. Damon's every move will be closely monitored, and if there are any loopholes, Victor will be ready to seize and exploit any information he leaves behind. Despite being a well-connected person, Victor understands that someone like Damon cannot easily escape his surveillance. Damon's every move will be gradually strangled, and no one can stay out of this game. Lily, with her determination, will play the role of the one who pushes this plan. However, she will also face her own struggles as she learns that her actions may lead to difficult decisions and troubled relationships. Will Lily be strong enough to accept the unforeseen consequences, or will she face the loss of the precious things she once held dear?